What's going on? I'm back. Welcome to Panaloid Comic Books and More. That's right. I'm Pierre, your host. And with me, I got some great people. I got Kyle, Dimitri, and Jeremiah. That's that guy over there. Over there. Over there. All right. We bring you the latest comic book news, rumors, leaks, reviews, and conversations with creators behind the stories you love. We recently sat down with Philip Kennedy Johnson to dive into The Infernal Hulk, a book that I love. It's my favorite book. I've told everyone about it, and look at where we are now. Last week, we checked out DC KO and its bracket that we made. And when I say we, I mean Kyle, because none of us. Yeah, none of us.
Yeah,
Not
you all ditched me
not one
rather
of us
last minute.
We're here,
But
other than Kyle for that bracket.
Mine was
Comic
planned for months.
Comic Talk and Cosmic Collector saved the day.
Shout out to both of them. And honestly, a great episode and an awesome watch. I couldn't that's exactly how I would have ended it. I think that's exactly the way. So who did we end on that?
So in the video, we went Superman, but that's because me and Comic Talk are weak. Because Cosmic was like, no, Lobo. And he was thinking from the story perspective. Honestly, he should have been here tonight, not you, Pierre. We should have subbed him in.
Wow. I would have loved Lobo. I think I would have went Lobo too. So you guys.
There's a lot of comics where Lobo beats Superman, so that makes sense.
Okay. All right. But tonight we're not just doing all that, but we're also recapping all the biggest moments from New York Comic Con. So another thing that I wasn't a part of. But
your ticket went, you just didn't go.
So I was a part of it. I gave my ticket to a charity.
Traveled in
to
my
make
backpack.
it to make it happen. To make it happen. So I was there in spirit. You carried me around in next to your heart. So guys, with that being said, we're gonna get into the nerdy news. Announced at NYCC 2025, 36 years later, DC has officially announced the release of Rick Veitch's final 4 issues of Swamp Thing. Also announced a new book called Swamp Thing is Killing the Children.
Rick Veitch's final 4 issues of Swamp Thing. You have no idea how excited I am that these are finally seeing the light of day. This is literal lost media from 1987, I think, that have been around the internet. You can find the scripts. We know what's going to happen in this series. It's going to be released under Black Label, so it's technically not canon. But when you read this, please remember that it was supposed to be canon. Jesus Christ meets Swamp Thing. Literally. That is the 4 issues.
Is that what sets up him killing children?
No.
It would be a great lead-up, though.
Rick Veitch's final 4 issues is going to be a miniseries, and Swamp Thing Killing Children is going to be a separate miniseries. So, just
now,
so,
is that
just
attached to the Killing the Children series or whatever? Or is that
it is not. Thing? They are separate.
Okay. Interesting. So then he's just in fact just killing children. Okay.
It's clearly a crossover with Something is Killing the Children. So we're gonna get Erica Slaughter is going to be meeting Swamp Thing.
Well, it's not Something. Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing is killing the children. That's we know the thing.
Yeah, but what did the children do?
That's what I'm saying. He needs to meet Jesus again. I think it needs to end with him meeting Jesus one more time.
So can I say,
what did you do?
I was live posting from some of the big 2 and Image panels. You know, like everyone else was taking a picture of the big slideshow. And someone was like, oh, you forgot the Swamp Thing is killing the children. I was like, that was a different panel. It was a different panel that I couldn't have been in at the same exact time. But thank you for telling me I missed something.
That's why we like our peoples, because they let us know. Without them, we probably wouldn't have the news. So, Absolute Catwoman by Che Grayson, Scott Snyder, and Bengal. 6 issues, releasing 2026.
This would be the
again,
yeah.
9th absolute title.
I'm not counting right now. Dimitri and I were there for that announcement,
Mhm.
and Snyder basically explained it as there was so much story to Catwoman, they had no choice. Like, because she's basically an opposite end of Batman, where she has money and she has the tech. So he was just like, there was so much there. Like, we had to make something. Like, we had to make it make sense. So that was cool to see. And they showed like some of her costume. You've probably seen it by now, but her whip is kind of like a tail and also has like some ammo in it. So pretty cool design. And the helmet is from the what was the gang? The
Black Mask.
right. So she's kind of like stolen tech and so on.
Yeah. I actually really like the design. I like the cover too. The cover kind of felt, was it like reminiscent of like Alien? Was that like what they were kind of doing? Because it kind of felt like it was like a symbiote just like curled up. That's like, at least that's what it gave me. But I know it's not going to be referencing that at all.
I mean, maybe there's a lot of variants. They might have
Yeah.
homaged Xenomorph or Alien or
Are we picking it up?
yeah. That's
All right.
that's Snyder.
It's a Snyder book,
Okay.
so Kyle has to pick it up, like legally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's cool to see because she, up until now, she hasn't been in the absolute universe, like in terms of absolute Batman. She just started like popping in these like last issues. So like she's like grown up and been in this whole another either area or city. I don't know if she actually was in Gotham or maybe somewhere else at this time. I know they say it at some point in the I think it's issue 13 it's on now, but I don't even remember. So yeah. So it's cool to see kind of what she's been up to, like you said, with growing up with money, kind of being in a different area. But yeah, moving on. Spider-Man and Superman are teaming up for a new crossover comic set to release in spring 2026. Spider-Man and Superman.
Who called this? Who said that this was going to be a
I
thing?
think Dimitri.
forgot.
I think
Yeah, it
Dimitri
was
actually said
Dimitri.
it.
It was Dimitri that said it was going to be a thing.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I
sure.
Yeah.
remember.
That was a good one,
Um,
Dimitri.
He was sitting
Good
more
call.
to the left though when he said it,
Mhm, mhm.
not all the way to the right.
Yep, he was more centered.
I'm
Some was-
excited for this. I'm excited for Dan Slott and Brian Michael Bendis to write some more Spider-Man and Superman because I guarantee they will be the big two names attached. I'll put money on it. Just like I should have put money on this being announced.
If only.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool. What's the storyline going to be though? Like what are we doing here?
I'm
with
assuming
it?
that they're like gonna be meeting up either on like another world where they get stuck fighting each other. I mean, that seems to be DC's big bag right now. It's a bunch of fights, or Soups comes to New York City to stop Lex from doing something or other, and Spider-Man's there and stops him beforehand. I don't know. It's gonna be fun. Regardless, it's going to be fun. Hopefully, it's going to be reminiscent of their first crossover in the Treasury books back in the 80s. So,
Who do you think is saving who at this point? Is DC saving Marvel or is Marvel saving DC?
DC's dick is so big right now, it's insane. Like the crossover stuff that they've got going on, like the announcement. I didn't see it in the notes, so I'm kind of jumping script a little bit. But there's a huge crossover coming. Red Sonja, Vampirella, Sam from Beneath the Trees Where No One Sees, Sub-Zero, Annabelle, Homelander. What's happening? What's going on over at DC right now? So like DC's just like swinging, and
Yeah.
they're doing good. So if anyone's carrying the torch right now, it's DC.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
with all the crossover stuff.
Completely agree. I think they're definitely helping Marvel boost up their sales right now. So yeah, that's good. It's good to see. It's good like camaraderie because we all want more comics one way or another. So keep them coming. So we're gonna move on. December all fight month. One shots. So Aquaman versus Hawkman, Wonder Woman versus Lobo, Cyborg versus Swamp Thing, Harley Quinn versus Zatanna, Jay Garrick versus Guy Gardner, Lex Luthor versus the Demon, Red Hood versus Joker in Jason's Death Warehouse, just got to add that in. And Superman versus Captain Atom during this Atom Returns as Monarch.
So
that's your one shots.
let me go into this because I don't see enough people talking about it. In the panel, Snyder explained that these fights have rounds. So it's 3 rounds. And when you die, you get to pick any version of yourself when you come back. So the Jason
Interesting.
Joker fight is not a Red Hood Joker fight round 2. He's going to come back as Robin.
Interesting. Okay. I'm excited for this. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for this. If half this shit happens off panel, I'm going to be pissed.
Doesn't seem like they're pushing that.
'Cause-
It seems like they really want to push these things happening.
Yes, but I just have a sinking feeling that like one of these rounds in each of these fights is just going to happen off panel and it's going to be annoying. But hopefully I'm wrong. I hope that I'm wrong with this.
I don't believe
Yeah.
so. From the way they're talking about it, it's gonna be a lot. like there's no way it can't get a book if there's gonna be 3 rounds like that.
This is awesome.
Is it going to be like a series where it's like 6-page fights, or is it going to be like full on 22-page issues of a fight?
That's what it appears to be, like from the variant covers too, because they showed a lot of the fights ahead of time, which kind of spoiled some of the bracket. But there's like it's fight month, so like you're gonna get almost every fight.
Okay,
This
so I'm looking
kind of
forward to
feels
that.
like Marvel's Battle World, but like on crack. Like this is crazy.
Yeah, no. We're having a few comments saying like, is this for story or is this for gimmick over in TikTok? Right? It's very easy to say that yes, it's just Battle World, but from reading issue 1 and then seeing like how much thought is going into it, like how there was a whole panel dedicated to it, and they told us a lot of stuff. Like that was kind of spoilerish, but yeah, obviously, even Cosmic said it last week. Like they're gonna put Red Hood against Joker. Like they're gonna make it play out for that purpose. But the fact that it's gonna play out and then it's gonna come back as different versions and then different versions again, and that could really alter who do you think's gonna win, because by round 2, how many of them have some kind of souped up cosmic version of themselves?
Yeah.
Life Force, White Lantern, Swamp Thing. Let's go. Cyborg can't fucking beat that.
Like, and 2, Snyder was, preaching for DC of how, he's really doing what he wants to be doing with little restriction. And he kept bragging about them. And he was saying, honestly, he's like, I left for a while. He's like, I'm not bragging about them because I'm back. I'm bragging about them because it's real. Like, wait till you see what we're doing. But like after a year of Absolute Batman, like you can't not believe him. Like you can't not say that a Battle World type event isn't going to be like more than just that. Like not to sell action figures.
Although they're going to sell a shit ton.
Yeah,
of
no,
action
they are.
figures.
They absolutely are.
Yeah, I'm just ready for the 2-pack figures because I know they're coming.
Phantom, I'm right there with you. Literally, my idea behind if this shit happens off panel, I'm going to be pissed, is because of AVX. A lot of those fights were off panel, a decade and a quarter ago. So,
which one are you guys most excited for?
Swamp Thing Cyborg, I'm excited to see how that plays out. Joker, Red Hood, obviously, because we're getting Robin, but what Joker are we getting if he wins? Are we getting Emperor Joker? Like, that'd be funny. So,
yeah, I didn't think about that too. Like, if it's within their timeline or just like any variant planet.
The Red Hood Joker idea just seems so good.
Well, then too, watch Joker come back as Red Hood.
Yeah. There's so many different variants.
That's what I'm saying. Like, It doesn't sound like much, but when you really think about it and then look at all the lineups,
God, you just hurt my fucking brain. I want that so bad right now.
A lot of cool stuff.
I wish we had super flamboyant Robin, like Dick Batman. Not Batman, just
his
Nightwing.
suit.
Yeah, Nightwing, but like super flamboyant from like the 80s or 70s, whenever he was like very, very
Or the
flamboyant.
40s. Oh my god.
Yeah, I want that. I want that. All right. So let's move on. In Night Fight, Batman dies.
Try that again.
So
Oh no,
what?
it is Night Fight. I thought it was Nightfall.
Yeah.
My bad.
Nope.
I fucked up.
Way to
Go again.
way to stop the flow. Night Fight, Batman dies. He fights Robbins after cheating in the DCKO bracket. Kyle, can you elaborate?
So that's all we were told in the panel, but obviously we know issue 1, Batman gets killed by Joker. They changed the bracket for the contest online, where if you picked Batman, you automatically now pick Joker. Apparently, Batman cheated. So even though he was knocked out early, there's a reason he has his own mini called Night Fight. And it's basically, he dies, and when you die in KO, you turn into like a statue. So that story begins with him basically breaking out of the statue and going on his own journey of fighting, and he fights all of the Robins as if they had turned into Batman and become and taken his place. So it's basically he cheated, and because he cheated, they basically torment him for fun.
That's cool.
I don't know
like
how
it.
he cheated, but it's almost like a punishment where it's like, yeah, you lost already, but we're not going to let you like just be a statue. Like you still have to go through the torment of fighting people.
Money grab, but very cool.
Possibly,
100% money grab.
but
Yeah.
action figures.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe
Okay.
for the action figures.
If they're gonna sell these as action
Yeah.
figures, it needs to be like a 5-pack Night Fight, Batman, and then like the 4 Robins or 5, however many Robins you want to put in there, because there's a lot
Is
of
this
them.
gonna be Mattel or is this gonna be McFarlane? Like that's what I'm real curious.
McFarlane's
about, 'cause Mattel
26.
till the end of 26.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's gonna be McFarlane. I know that Mattel's coming on sometime in 26, but I wasn't sure when. If it was early or late. So I think probably quarter 3 would be Mattel. Would be my guess.
Do we want Mattel? I feel like McFarlane's
No,
just
no, we don't
Yeah.
want Mattel.
okay.
I mean, unless you're going like Masters of the Universe, like
No.
that line,
No.
because they did so good with that. But
This
yeah,
is gonna
no.
be a huge money grab, probably like right before 2026 ends. They're just like, all right, get all the figures out there. We're gonna make as
Christmas!
much money as possible
Christmas.
before we switch to Mattel. So all right, keep it going. We're still DC. The DCKO panel also teased a 4th horseman of Darkseid. The 3 being the Absolute Trinity. Dun dun dun.
It's Darkseid. And yeah,
Oh,
so
did they
they're
see?
basically
Oh no. Oh,
teasing seeing that
He did it for the clip. He did it for the
for the
clip.
clip, right? Of course he did. Yeah, but again, that's his universe. Darkseid's universe is the absolute universe. It exists for the purpose of him coming back, right? To come back. So who knows how, when, or where, if they're just like figments. But yeah, that's what they hinted at, that they're his horsemen, and there's a 4th.
My money's on Aquaman.
I was about to say that because there's been no real hint to him outside of the recent Absolute Wonder Woman issue.
it's got to be
where-
Aquaman. That's the only
right,
one that makes
They're
sense.
hinting
Yeah,
she's going.
right. It's not going to be Martian
She's
Manhunter.
swimming there.
It's not going to be Hawker.
Shazam.
She is
Oh.
swimming.
Ooh, I don't hate that. I do not hate
It's the
that.
captain,
Mm.
okay? The captain.
Ew.
It's Aquaman. Definitely. All right. Creator-led relaunch with underused heroes, including new titles: Deathstroke, Batwoman, Firestorm, Lobo, Zatanna, The Demon, Shadow of the Bat, and Barbara Gordon.
Zatanna. And I think that these being announced right after, like they gave us all this KO news in that panel, this literally came right after. It just solidifies the Lobo theory.
Scotty Young taking over the writing duties for that miniseries. That's going to be. Well, I don't even know if it's a miniseries. It might be an ongoing. But yeah, I'm excited for that for sure.
These were
Barbara
sold to
Gordon.
us as ongoing.
Yeah. Breaking Barbara Gordon looks really good. Batwoman looks very, very interesting. Paul Dini on artwork is going to be great. So yeah, I'm excited for this. Really, really interested to see which Firestorm that they use. So, because this kind of harkens all back to 90s stuff, with the exception of Batwoman, because that was early 2000s. But yeah, which way are we going with this?
So I was
I'm
thinking
interested to see.
too. I think we talked about this like Thursday night on the phone, but I was thinking too that some of these titles were New 52 titles where everyone was like, "Why are they doing this character?" And then they were like hits, and they were like really good. So watch the next wave have an Animal Man, like.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's how I kind of was seeing it. Of like, and the way too Snyder was talking about DC made me feel reminiscent about New 52, and they had a big boom too where they were like doing better than Marvel at the time. So it's kind of like they're doing all the things that worked. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, that's a pretty nice variety. Even though they canceled some stuff no one wanted canceled recently. Still a nice variety.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna see if any of them hit. I kind of don't feel like any of them will. I'm sorry. I'm nervous about the
Bold
lineup.
statement, Cotton. Bold statement.
I mean,
they're only like Spider-Man and Batman.
No,
and
no,
everybody
no,
else
no.
is silly.
Listen. I just feel like
There's a lot of boxes. Okay?
I can't imagine the depth that you can go with a lot of those characters. I guess maybe Zatanna, maybe. Like I feel like that would be a cool character to like see go deeper into.
It's rage bait. Don't fall for it. It's rage bait.
Zatanna.
But Lobo maybe. Lobo. I'd wanna like a deeper look into Lobo. That'd be cool. But like you said, like Animal Man was fucking so different, and like I just don't see them doing that with any of those options. But if they do Lobo like that, that'd be cool. Anyways, we'll keep it going. The Ultimate Universe. Oh, cool. We're in Marvel. The Ultimate Universe is ending with the Sinister Six in Spider-Man, the Vibranium Prophecy in Black Panther, the Ensemble Finale in X-Men, the Doom Fury conflict in the Ultimates, while Wolverine ends where it began. Afterward, Marvel's 2026 Origin boxes will transfer select Ultimate elements into the main Marvel continuity. The same Origin boxes that birthed many of the Ultimate heroes. Ooh, who do you think is coming to the main Marvel continuity?
So no one believes this is ending, but from the
No one.
panel, it kind of feels like it is ending. Like they're not doing any crazy graphics to show that's ending. They just listed them all with their end dates. They listed them all the final issues. They're giving a way for some characters to be brought over. I think it might actually end them snag a few characters and then in a few years just do it again.
You get to keep 3. Who you're keeping?
Oh, the best Peter to ever Peter.
You're gonna keep Peter?
Yeah.
This is a Panaloid's first, people. Kyle admitting that Peter is a superior Spider-Man.
So you need to
bad
keep
phrasing.
him and his son.
No, okay. If you're picking 3,
Mhm.
that's 2.
Yeah.
2 separate people.
Yep.
Okay,
Him and his
all right.
son.
We have
You got one left.
the rest. Okay.
Because here's the thing, right? I think it's gonna be a little bit of a long explanation, but follow me here, right? Uncle Ben dying set up Spider-Man, right? That is the origin. That is the loss
all
that
know and
brings
love.
the great
Yep.
power, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What if they did it double down where not only Peter, but also his son lose their mother, the mother, wife, right? And daughter, sister. They lose literally lose half their family and Uncle Ben, right? So then you have these 2 characters in the main universe who have drastic major loss. And you're setting up 2 new Spider-Man in 2 different stages, like a kid similar to the way he lost Uncle Ben, but now Peter older losing his whole family. It could be like a really like piece on like how do you deal with this, and you're in a new universe. Because as much as I want to say just bring over that Venom and like have him deal with the loss, and that's his origin of like having to be a hero more so, bring them both over and let them deal with all of that like horrible dark shit.
And so now we
Mhm.
need the third.
Yeah. Who's your third?
So the easy answer is Ultimate Wolverine, but I don't feel like it would fit for very long. Hawkeye is a cool and unique and new character, but I think we have enough bow and arrows, right? So I would say you have to take one of the villains. You have to take like a Colossus, someone that is a carbon copy but evil, and just have like an evil Colossus. Like you have to have a villain come over who could set up the next reason a new Ultimate Universe exists.
Pierre, who are you keeping?
So I'm kind of with Kyle on it's funny because you would have thought this was Kyle's answer. So Venom, Richard, I think it's Richard Parker, right? I think yeah.
Mhm.
I'd bring him over, number one. I would kill Peter, actually. So I would have that be his moment of loss. Like he would
But he's
see
losing his whole
dad
family
die.
too, because they're not coming
Hear me
over.
out. That dies. But he loses everyone else because he sees his dad die. So
Okay.
like that's the impactful moment, and then like the family's gone. So like now he's like by himself in a new universe, just saw his dad die, portals close, however he gets into the new universe, and he's like, what the fuck? My dad's dead and everyone's gone. And then it sets up him reconnecting with another Venom to, get like the hive mind together, and then him take it away from Mary Jane because no one likes that storyline.
Wow.
So yeah. But then he sees Mary Jane and it's like, Mom. And like there's that
Just like-
moment.
And then Mary Jane's like, ah!
Yeah. So like they connect, Venom connects their minds together. It's like, this is your son somehow. It's like it all kind of
That's too much for
Yeah.
Marvel.
All right.
side.
And,
Get real deep.
the other two?
Hawkeye.
And the
Hawkeye
other-
1000%. Like that, not even a thought. But I agree, there's too many arrows, too many archers. So I feel like you'd have to like do something where like our Hawkeye dies, or like something where like he replaces Hawkeye. And then the last one's tough. Honestly, I can't really. You said like Wolverine's kind of obvious. Maybe Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Storm, Uncle Ben, the Maker.
Well, the Maker's just the Maker. He's not
The Maker.
technically that
You're
universe.
not really bringing him over. He's always
Yeah.
there.
I like how
but
none of us said Iron
if it-
Lad.
I was gonna say Iron Lad.
Dimitri.
Oh,
All right, Dimitri, you're three.
Dimitri's
Dimitri,
still
you're
going.
three.
So
Yeah.
Iron Lad, because I think it's just different. It's a different, and like in terms of the Ultimates, like that's like the staple, or should be
I'm
the
with you.
staple.
I'm with Dimitri there. That's a good point, especially because like Tony Stark, like our current Tony Stark, fucking sucks. So like that gives a good starting point for a new Iron Man. Continue.
Wait,
Sorry.
there's more news. There's a new
Yeah, keep
ongoing.
going.
We'll get there. Dimitri, your other two.
Maybe
My
it's
other
Iron
two,
Lad. Maybe he's taking
Magic,
over.
Ultimate Magic,
Oh,
She was
okay.
she was my alternate. Yeah, she was my
That's a
alternate.
good one.
and oh man, I just had it. Shit.
We
Ultimate
don't curse on
Magic,
here.
Iron Lad. Oh man,
Gwen.
how did I just miss it?
Gwen.
Come back
Gwen's
to
my
me.
other alternate. All right. So
Hmm.
think about that while we move on.
He's gonna say it like randomly in the middle
He's
of something
he's
else.
cursing muted in another room. I can still hear him.
Yeah, Jeremiah, though, your choice is interesting. Didn't really.
I think
You got to elaborate that. So you picked Uncle Ben.
I picked Uncle Ben because how much of a mind fuck would that be? Uncle Ben being alive and well and good, and all of a sudden everything that he knows is gone, as if he were to have just died.
So you want him
And
to
now he's
become
plugged into
Spider-Man.
this new universe in a way, but like also our Peter seeing Uncle Ben would drastically fuck him up.
Huh.
I think Peach has worked way too hard with Storm to just let that die.
Interesting. Okay.
Um,
Yes.
So
I like the
think
costume
that,
design.
yeah, that Storm should come over. And if not Maker, then Magic I think would be a really, really cool take. Dimitri, who was your third?
Norman Osborn.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of a
that's good. That's good. There's a lot. You know what? There's a lot of potential, especially because like I feel like they're not really.
but you
They've
mean Harry Osborn because Norman Osborn's dead in the
I meant Harry.
yeah, I know.
But you know what? There's so much they can do. They
Yeah.
could do that.
Yeah, they could. I think there's a lot of like almost dead ends with some of these characters. So like you could easily like replace them. You know what I mean? Like I said, like Mary Jane Venom.
What's the
Same.
Harry in the regular universe doing?
Has he even been seen for a while? I
Taking
don't
care of
even
his
know.
children.
There you go, dead end. Let's get
One of
let's get
them's-
this Harry in there.
One of them's a little messed up.
a
This
little
Harry-
bit. A little bit.
We could even get this Gwen to come through. Now you have
The,
17
Gwen would be
Gwen.
another good option. Gwen
you
would be
have-
another good option.
Like 17 Gwens running around. It'd be great. Yeah,
Nothing better.
we have like an ultimate just fight out of all the Gwens. There you go. Phantom in the chat. So Hawkeye becomes Ronin in our universe. Yeah,
A+. Let
Yeah.
it happen.
there you go. You separate it. No more arrows for him. He is strictly sword man now. So Ultimate Endgame blind bags will be $10 with the chance of original art. I am willing to buy 20 of these.
There are 10 original art pieces done by 5 different artists. There will be 2 Peaches. There will be 2 Mark Bagleys. And I forget the other 3 artists that are being a part of it. But yeah, there are 10 chances for original art of these blind bags. So
I'll buy 20. $200. But the problem is we say $10 and then you go to your comic book shop and they might upcharge you a little bit.
oh yeah, the MSRP is $10, but the blind bags in my town were selling for $25 for the Batman. So
I'm going down.
Jeez.
That
I'm going to go
happens?
down to 5. I'm going to bring it down to 5 bags.
I'll spend 200, but
Yeah.
actually I'll spend 50, but it will really be 200 because of the upcharge. So
Yep. Yep.
I wish they did it in a way where like every shop for sure got one.
got one
Like at least
original or-
one that they knew had art in it.
Mm.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
that would
that's
be
how they
so
should have done it.
expensive.
And then one had like a golden ticket in it that took you to like a chocolate
know,
factory.
I mean,
We
Valiant
did see
this
some of the art
10
though. They're
years
nice.
ago. So yeah. Valiant did the gold ticket thing 13 years ago. So
And
That's
it's
what
sent
I
you to
got
a
well.
chocolate factory.
no, you got to tour the Valiant headquarters, and one of those books is a Rivera, and it has never been found. And
Mm.
I'm still very bitter about it. So
Hmm.
moving on.
All right. Amazing Spider-Man / Venom. Death Spiral #1 sets up the crossover through Amazing Spider-Man 23 to 27 and Venom 255 to 257. Peter Parker discovers Mary Jane is bonded with Venom and Eddie Brock with Carnage, while a new serial killer villain emerges. Who do you guys think the serial killer is? Because I feel like I know exactly who it is.
I think it's a new
Who
character.
do you think it is? I think that it's going to be another symbiote spawn between Venom and Carnage, like Toxin was. but-
Okay, you're close. You're very close. Think current serial killer characters that you might have thought were dead
Muse?
that reappeared that might get
Muse?
a symbiote that become a new serial killer villain.
Money
on that. Make that the fucking clip. Oh,
CB,
My
call
money-
Pierre.
my
we
money
don't
was on
curse.
Marnie.
We don't curse here. I'm done. That was it. It's my one slip up. One slip up. We're all out of one slip up.
Cursing is fine. I just, there's other words
All right.
and objects,
I think you're onto something, Pierre. I think you're onto
I
something.
think I
hard
really am.
objects.
Like, so I've been following Venom, and I've honestly been starting to read Amazing Spider-Man, and this is the only thing that would make sense to bring everyone together at this point.
With
Uh,
Carnage is ending. Eddie Rock Carnage is ending. So
yeah. So, but I really, really hope the Richard Parker thing happens. Like that'd be so perfect to bring him over. Anyways, if any somehow if someone out there can listen to us, that'd be great. Speaking of someone that we all love, Iron Man by Joshua Williamson and Carmen Carnero. Cover art by Ryan Stegman. Now, the part that we all love was Ryan Stegman, by the way. Releasing January 26th. So Iron Man. What do we know, Kyle? Do we have anything
new
on this?
ongoing.
We know that Ryan Stegman's doing covers, and that's all that matters.
Yes, best covers.
So you're gonna buy it and just put it in your box.
That is it. They didn't tell us too much. They showed a little bit of pages. I will put them in the clip. But Madame Mask, basically, how can I say? She like captures some smart people and tries to make them build things. That's kind of like the loose plot.
I mean, that's what Madame Mask does. So it checks.
Yeah. So that's kind of where it's at. But no, it looks good. And Joshua Williamson, he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Great writer. Never at his table at Comic-Con, but great writer. So
I think it's the first time he's been at Marvel, correct?
I don't think this is his first Marvel work, but I think it's his first Marvel work in a while.
Okay.
It could be his first, but I think he's done stuff in the past. So.
I hope they take Iron Man in a different direction. Like, I think for the longest he's kind of just been lingering almost in the background, and I know a lot with like X-Men, and then he like married what's her name?
Emma Frost.
Pepper?
Yeah, Emma Frost. He married Emma Frost, and then it was all like about that, which is like, all right, I don't like, it was just like he was just a married guy. Like that was all you were following, was this married guy to Emma Frost, like with a suit. I don't know. Anyways, Venom and Daredevil appear in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2.
Let's go. And Dee Dee's wearing his red suit. Shout out to my good friend Ethan Young, who's working on that right now as we speak. Yeah.
I'm excited about this. They did such a great job with Season 1 that, yeah, Venom in this is going to be awesome. And we kind of got a tease at a symbiote in the first season, right? So,
we did.
This is going to be exciting. See what they do with that. And I want to see if they ever decide to cross this over with like the MCU at all, or if they just leave it the way it is.
Leave it the way it is until after Doomsday and then Secret Wars, included in Secret Wars.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah,
just a little snippet.
So I actually don't know what this says, Kyle. Maybe
neither do I. Jeremiah, why don't you take over?
Okay, yeah.
The Kit From collection is on Heritage. It's a bunch of original art that is on Heritage, spanning from the 40s all the way up to the mid 90s. Some insane pieces, including McFarlane's iconic Batman 423 cover, is currently at auction at $512,000. There's a Frazetta cover. There's a Gil Kane cover. Some beautiful artwork over at Heritage. Go check that out. It all ends tomorrow. We can watch it on YouTube as the auction ends. My guess is that this Batman cover is definitely going to be going over $1 million. So the most expensive piece of original art that has ever been sold was a page from Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 8, the origin of the symbiote suit. It sold for $3.3 million. This may beat it. It is a very iconic cover. It is a McFarlane cover. I'm guessing like $4 million for this cover. It last sold at auction in 2001 for, I think, I could be dead off on this, but I think it sold in 2001 for $11,000, and it's currently at $512,000. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. And the last bit of nerdy news, I'll just do it because Pierre does not give a shit, nor does anyone else but me. The Met Opera calls for an encore. The Amazing Adventures of Cavalier and Clay is adding 5 more shows in February. This is a very rare event that happens at the opera, that a show gets kind of called back to do another series of shows. So in February, we are getting 5 more shows for The Amazing Adventures of Cavalier and Clay. It is only ever the 3rd time that a same-sex kiss happens in the opera, and it's only the 2nd male same-sex kiss, so that's pretty cool. They did a great job with it. I went to it on Wednesday, and I was very, very happy with how it turned out. Read the book, but also go see the opera. And if you don't have the opportunity to go in February, they are releasing it in theaters, so that will be a thing. But more details on that later.
There you go. That's your Med Opera news by Jeremiah. All right, so we're gonna go into New Comic Book Day. Kyle, actually, it looks like you've been reading a lot, so I'll let you take this over here, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna go somewhat quick. I caught up on a few things. Justice League Unlimited. Should have read that before DCKO. Kind of goes right into that. That book is just chaos sometimes. Can I say Mark Waid is just like making an action movie? Like it's just like high stakes. There was just one like notable part where Mr. Terrific like kind of gets like duped by a parademon who's like pregnant with more parademons, and they like burst out, and he's like fighting for his life, asking for help, and everyone else has their own stuff going on like within the Watchtower. So he's like frantically trying to survive this just like alien explosion, right? And finally they figured out like they basically merge the issues to make them resolve each other. But the line that comes out of it of Mr. Terrific being like, I'm not on my game. Like I got tricked by a parademon. And Martian Manhunter's trying to like comfort him. And he just basically tells him to shut the fuck up. And he's just like, nope, like it's not good. Like this is bad. I need to do something. He's like, well, that worries me. He's like, I don't give a shit. Like, so Mr. Terrific is so bothered that he got tricked by a parademon that like he just like snaps. And he's just like, no, leave me alone. Like something needs to change. So that was really cool. And it was just like a hectic issue. And then that like really strong piece of dialogue to come out of it, especially because Martian Manhunter in earlier issues kind of went through his own issues. So like to like see the reverse now, it's pretty nice. Absolute Batman, caught up on that. I just want to note the way that Snyder has Venom working and like how it's in Bruce, and it's not just I get big and strong, and it's basically Adderall to the fullest extent. Like it is so clever, and it's almost like he like hulks out with it, and he just fully embraced like, yeah, like stay away from me. Like we're not trying to use it right now. But when I fight Bane, I'm absolutely going to use it. Like I don't care what happens to me. Like I need to use it for the greater good. So it's almost like, you know, fight fire with fire, but to the point of like, I'm against this, but I have to give in to save everybody. So that's really clever.
Now, are you fully caught up on Absolute Batman?
Yes.
How crazy is it of a take?
No, yeah, it's
just everything.
Yeah, it's really it's something unique. It's very unique. And then that brings me to, I read issue 2 of Batman by Fraction, and the contrast is so great. But this issue really focused on Robin, so it even makes sense now with Batman and Robin, which Philip Kennedy Johnson's writing, right? So in that, Damian wants to like kind of step back and his life not just be Robin. So it makes sense that Tim is stepping in. So like you have Batman and Robin, and basically Batman and son, and you have Batman, which is Batman and adopted son, and the contrast between those. And then you have Absolute. Like reading 3 main Batman titles at the same time can very easily be confusing and also like take away from each other and like ruin it. It doesn't. Each one is so good in their own way, and the 2 make sense together, and the one is so alternate universe. Everyone complains there's too many Batman books, but look how the top 3, how strong they are. Like it's crazy.
Good point.
And then even in Poison Ivy, Batman made an appearance. And the one thing I want to note, though, the suit looks like the new suit, the like high-tech suit, but I don't think they told the colorist in time what the new suit was going to look like because it's not blue. So the bat symbol's right, but the coloring is not quite the right blue. It's more of a gray. So I thought that was
that's gonna get fixed in the trade. Watch.
yeah. I mean, again, could it be just? But like I noticed that a little bit. But that's the thing, and we've complained about this years ago. Even like you have so many characters in so many different places, like things like that you're gonna notice by accident. Where it's like, why is he wearing his old costume? That one got broken, and he fixed it in this issue. And we know this comes after this because he said reference to this other event. So like that's gonna happen. But like if this is the only thing I noticed so far, okay, I can live with that. You know, like if that's the one little editorial thing, I can live with that because it's all so good. But yeah, I read a lot. I read a lot of stuff.
There you go. I actually didn't read too much. But I did catch up on X-Men.
Mm.
And I did read like the new stuff. I think it's Revelation or Age of Revelation, which sets up a cool like future event for the X-Men. Still plays around with this whole thing that they've always done, right? Where it's always like future or past or something. Like it's always something timeline wise. But I like because it's like so they're playing with the air of Apocalypse and how his power set's totally different. He basically like controls everyone to do what he wants with his mind. I don't know. It's unique. It's very unique, but there's a few X-Men, few characters that have kind of hidden away in like a small little like area in a jungle, and like I guess they're setting up a rebellion story where they figure out how to get current day Cyclops to come, I guess, rescue them. So it's gonna be interesting. Yeah. I like what they're doing with that.
The Cyclops book.
Yeah. I think everything's kind of playing with this. So we'll see exactly where it goes. But there's a lot of cool like art, a lot of cool takes on a lot of characters. Wolverine seems to have somewhat of a cool like take with some sort of like metal mask. I don't know what that's about. They don't really tell you really much on that. They just show you some artwork for books that are coming up. So you have that. You have Beast, and then you have a Wolverine Beast, which you don't really know yet what that's about. But same like Wolverine costume, looks kind of like Wolverine, but also like Beast, and covered in like it's like a white, like not blue. He's white Beast. So I don't know.
Isn't it kind of rumored to be what's his name? What's the Canadian
Wendigo?
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's him. He's Wolverine.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that.
Wolverine.
I mean, he was in Wolverine's first appearance. So.
I'm pretty sure it's him. Like I'm pretty certain it was announced or heavily rumored.
I hope it happens
because it like looks like him. I'm pretty sure it's him.
I like that.
Like, I think that a lot. On the cover.
I'm gonna kiss you after this.
Okay.
Are we going into Con Hall?
It's show and tell, not Con Hall.
Show and tell.
It
should be Conversations or collection acquisition.
That was deleted the moment you thought of
that. My pile's way smaller than yours, Kyle. Do you want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
Sure, you go first.
Okay. So literally, I got a commission, not even a commission. I bought an original from Jeff DeCall, which I will post. I posted in the Discord. It's hanging up in my living room right now, so I don't have that to show off. I've dubbed her Diamond Doll. She's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's great. Got a good, cool story about it. The next thing I did is I got a remark from John Timms.
There you go.
$25. Now,
what are we looking at there on the screen?
No prices. We don't do prices. This is public knowledge.
No.
We're not sharing prices.
No, there's a reason. I mentioned the prices because we need to have a discussion.
Talk about art and tell the people what they're looking at. You know,
this is a beautiful remark John Timms did of Superman. So
There you go.
And
On
he
what
also
cover?
signed it right underneath Jason Aaron. This is the 1 in 50 variant of Action Comics 1061, Paulo Rivera. He asked if I wanted Bizarro or Superman. I said, do whatever you want. The reason why I brought up the pricing of $25 for the remark is I think as a community, as a comic book community, we need to get together and decide what is a doodle, what is a remark, and what is a commission. And be able to like boil it down. Because that's a beautiful remark. That's a beautiful remark.
That
but some
cannot
people
be
would
done. I'm
consider that a
sorry.
doodle. Oh, it can't be, but it should be done. We are a society. We should act like a society. I got some
Oh.
other signed comics. Joe Quesada signing my Amazing Spider-Man 639. So I finished that run with the Paulo covers. Then I got Assad Ribic, who
Ooh.
signed the Aliens versus Avengers Paulo cover after he had a 10-minute cigarette break that turned into 40 minutes. And this is one of the things that I bring up. So I got the Art of Judge Dredd book by Jock. Real excited. He was my number one thing to go to con. I have a Dredd tattoo that is ruined currently and hopefully will be fixed in the future. But I
R.I.P.
did show him. I did show him when it was done. And it looked really nice, and now it doesn't look really nice. But he did
Did you
this. this
hold
awesome
on before we
doodle
go
for me.
further? Did you show him what it looks like now? You showed it to what it looked like.
Yes. I showed him
You
what
did.
it like. So I showed him on Instagram when I got it done, and he was like, "That turned out awesome." And then I showed him in person. He's like, "Yeah, that. I hope you fix that. I hope it gets fixed." But he did
All
this.
right,
He
continue.
did this wonderful doodle for me, which I absolutely love. Like when
That's awesome.
anyone does
That's
this
so
kind of
cool.
like doodle shit, it means the world to me. A remark means the world to me. A doodle means the world to me. I can't afford fucking full on commissions, but I did get a commission in my
Oh.
book of the Geomancer. I got
Here
a
come
commission
the
from Bernard
demons.
Chang,
He loves his
of
book.
Dr. Mirage. So he is an original
nice.
creator of Dr. Mirage. So I just got the pencils. I did not get the inks on purpose. There's a reason behind it. But he hated this book. His agent yelled at me for like 10 minutes.
Deserved.
That they should have charged me double. Because he just hated the paper so much. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass to erase, but like I love it. One
looks
of the
great.
reasons why I wanted just the pencils is because although you guys don't read Valiant Universe, Dr. Mirage is a ghost. So like the fact that he's not like ink,
Oh wow.
I think is a cute idea because I'm
He's
an
cute,
asshole.
all right.
Yeah, and I got a nice little card from our good friend John J. Pearson, which someone else got something a lot cooler than I got, but we'll get that later. I only had one day at the con. Said hi to everyone that I really wanted to say hi to. I wish I spent more time with some other people. But it was nice to meet some of the creators in person who remembered me from our interviews.
Gonna
But yeah,
send some
it was-
emails tonight, actually.
Yeah. Kyle, who got to spend all 4 days at the con, had a wonderful time, and he will tell us all about that right now.
So I'm not gonna show everything I got signed, or mention most of it. I did send like 10 books out for CGC. See how that goes. We did, like I said, we did a lot of panels. We got this exclusive cover.
Talk
Think
about
of
it.
sending
Talk about
this to CGC.
it. What is it?
Jeremiah?
Explain it.
Mr. J. Scott Campbell, Mary
Who-
Jane cover.
Was the spotlight guest in the Jim Lee and Friends panel. So that was really cool. One of the Marvel panels gave out this exclusive cover.
It's an Infernal Hulk cover, beautifully and signed by Mr. Philip Kennedy
So
Johnson.
freaking nice.
This one is yours, Pierre, because
Yes. Yes.
because
I just
you're
kicked my
welcome.
screen. I just kicked everything.
I got this one signed for you, Pierre.
Oh my god, I'm so
sent
excited.
the rest of your books for grading.
Oh, you
uh,
actually did. I didn't know. we did that.
I checked it out and I decided you were grading it. So
Okay. All right.
That's
my
that.
wallet didn't say to do it.
yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I'll upcharge you. It's fine. I did get a
Alright.
commission from John Pearson. I just framed it, so it's back there. I didn't hang it up yet. Literally just framed it before we went live.
That better be in a mat. I will be very upset.
It
if
is
it's
with a
not in
mat and a top
Thank
loader.
you.
He also gave me a magic card,
Oh, that's so cool.
right?
Yeah.
which is awesome. I bought his art book for the year.
I really regret not buying it because he had like just put it out when I got to his table because he had
Let me
just
do this
gotten a
right
mosaic that day. I really wish I had gotten it.
Yeah,
Oh
he
my
hooked me up.
God.
So I feel like I got 2 commissions. So
That's
he really
crazy.
hooked me up.
insane.
He did
I-
that
If
right on the
Bernard
spot?
Chang, yeah, if Bernard Chang didn't take 5 fucking hours with my sketchbook, he would have had my sketchbook too.
I spent a good amount of time with him actually. Out of everybody, I think I spent the most with Pearson. Zach Kaplan, I spent a lot of time with, but both of them, it's just cool because like we've interviewed them enough. We're like oh my god, I'm a fan. Like they know we're fans, right? Like we're kind of past that, and it's almost just like a friend conversation too now, where it's like, how's life, how's business, and like it's just like a very like grounded, real conversation of like, why did New York not give you press? So like,
oh,
but yeah,
New York.
spent a lot of time with them. It was nice too because it almost felt like, because like a lot of time when you go, it's like you're just hunting for signatures, but now it's almost like you're hunting for your friends too. So like just to like hang out. So they're really cool.
I missed him on my first pass through, and so I was going right when I saw him because he was at a nice spot, John. I was walking over to go say hi, and I was explaining who he was to Maria. And because my wife is very short, I'm looking down, and then as
No,
I
she's
look up, it's just a face full of hair as he comes around his table to hug me. It was really, really nice. John's the best. John's the best. I love John.
My new cat is licking itself right next to me and the microphone. And as
She's
you know,
so beautiful.
as you know, that makes me nuts. So can I just say,
Sure,
the cat's,
show the cat.
the
Show the
cat, we're not on picking up terms yet. we're not on lifting cat off ground yet.
Just go grab Dimitri. Bring him into the room. Just bring Dimitri into the
stop
room.
licking.
Put Dimitri on your lap.
The cat's name is Midnight. But the baby has named it Circle. And we're like, we don't know why or how or where the word circle is even learned or why the cat is named Circle.
You need to change that cat's name.
Wonder Woman is always is always mentioning the circle.
Cersei.
So I was like,
Oh, circle. Gotcha.
It's like, did I like
That's
accidentally, because I'm always talking? I don't know. Anyway, speaking of that, so for anyone who doesn't know, CGC is doing a private signing.
Good transition.
Right? CGC is doing a private signing with the whole creative team.
Wow.
So I got to meet Hayden after a panel. And they not only signed books, not only said I could email them, but they did this.
beautiful little doodle. Beautiful little doodle.
There you
Doodles.
go.
Oh my god, I
So-
love doodles.
I'm going to reach out to Kelly soon and say, hey, let's do a sequel
We need a sequel.
with a friend.
Need that
But
to
they are
happen.
doing a private CGC signing, whole creative team.
That's good.
Now
That's
is the
gonna be
time.
good.
And me and Dimitri ended up watching Post Malone talk about Big Rig. And
Mm.
Big Rig. And I think the next day we went
All about Dimitri was muted, and we heard it on your side.
and we
Big
went
rig? Big rig.
the vault booth, and there's this huge line, right? Huge line. And someone stops me. He's like, "Oh, you have to get in line." I was like, "No, I'm just trying to say hello. Like, we kind of worked for you guys. Like, I'm just trying to say hello." And the person didn't recall who I was. So do you remember the first vault interview we did, Jeremiah?
The first vault interview we did. Oh god.
For-
No, I don't recall it off the top of my
so it was
head.
the nasty, right?
Oh yes, it was a nasty. Yes.
So
yes.
Adam telling me to get online, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, you don't remember me, do you? I was like, I remember you now. And then it clicked, and he's like, oh, just go, and he like let me say hello. So everyone's busy, but I got to meet Nate Gooden, and he signed and gave me this just for saying hello. He was just like, here, like
Right there.
he's like,
There
do you
you
need
go, yeah.
anything? And I was like, like, yeah, all of it. But no, like I'm not taking all the stuff. And I was like, I said I would like your signature. Like I'm like a big fan. So he just instantly was like, here, and just so that was cool. And I'd like to have him on. If you're not familiar with his work on Barbaric, obviously
Don't we
he's known
have him on
Vault.
for Barbaric?
No, we had
no.
who did we have on? Who's continuing that? It was
We
separate
had
story.
Corinne Howell for
Yes,
Queen of Swords, which was a spin-off.
so good. You
Yeah.
gotta check that out too.
She
Her
was there.
Lilith
I missed her
stuff.
every time.
Really? Wow. Yeah, I saw
But
that.
just to like name drop a few, I got to see Stegman. I got to see Steph Phillips. Both of them confirmed that they do wear the t-shirts that they've been given.
Really?
Without me
Stegman-
like oddly asking.
Stegman admitted. That's weird.
So I got to see Snyder. It was quick, but that was a nice conversation. I might have name dropped, so we'll see what happens with that. I got to see Cullen Bunn. He didn't bring you up, Jeremiah. Thank baby
I'm
Jesus.
not offended.
Or thank shiny Jesus that he didn't remember you.
Shiny Lobo.
Kyle Higgins, who so we were a little freaked out about the weather, so we didn't stay as long Sunday as we planned. So I didn't make it back to Kyle Higgins. He wasn't there, and I was gonna buy like the big exclusive Radiant Black book, and because he was actually like signing it with like invisible ink, and we just could not find him, and we were like, we got to get out of the city before we get stuck here. And then it didn't even really rain, so that was cool. Yeah, we saw Capullo. I tried to pitch him, and he was like, cut it out. So he's not coming on the show anytime soon. But he's he's Capullo, so that's fine. He just keep working on his house. Space Ghost Writer, hoping to have him on with our
There's some
Discord
creative
Danny.
stuff with Space Ghost actually, so that's a cool.
Yeah, so there's a lot. There was a lot. Jeff Loeb,
Ooh,
got a little remark from him.
You got a
I'll put the
remark
picture
from
up.
Jeff Loeb.
Yeah, it's put away already. Dimitri's been helping me because prep for Comic-Con made a big mess and messed up some of my, as he says, very poor organization system. So
he does a lot of local stuff too. So you could catch him again probably.
yeah, I
He's
think
at that last what's it called con that we went to in Jersey.
Super Jersey.
Yeah.
That will be the next con that all four of us are at. So if you wanted to meet the Panaloids, we will be at Super Jersey in April.
Yeah, we need the mic. I think that's the one. That's a much easier
I think
one for all of us
that's
to go
when
to.
you buy a better mic.
Yeah, the little fuzzy one.
We
that
have
you-
time.
You buy a better
We have
mic.
time.
Cordless
Yes.
one that has two.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremiah. That's it. You're gonna have to buy that better mic. All right.
That's pretty much that's pretty much it. I got an exclusive Daredevil poster that I didn't know I wanted. Number 25, my favorite number.
I wanna fucking scream right now. You have no idea. I'm not gonna get into this rant. I'm not gonna fucking get into this rant. I'm an adult.
Sends
I'm not
me
gonna
off
get into this rant.
the line for who were we on the line for, Dimitri?
Snyder.
Line for Phil Jimenez,
Was
who
this
I hung out. No, you
Oh,
said
no.
Jimenez. You said Jimenez. 'Cause
Yeah.
I got to hang out with Jimenez at the opera. So
He did. I didn't get to meet him because I was running, dripping sweat to get you a limited poster that
you have no idea how fucking infuriating.
it's
that
cool
is.
though. It's over here somewhere. I'll pop it up. What I think that was it though. Generally good convention. I ran into Cosmic Collector, who again, Brandon, who was on the show last week. I ran
that's
into him at
awesome.
the DC booth. I took a picture with him, and then after asking for the picture, of course, posted and acted like he wanted the picture with me. She probably didn't give a shit. Who else? We saw like Straw Hat Goofy, the Escape podcast. We just like saw them doing things. So that was cool. I like quietly was like mumbling like, "I hate you. Why do you have all these
I saw-
followers and we
I saw-
don't?"
both Danny's. I saw Danny from Ignition and I saw Danny from Ghost
Okay,
of
so that
Sheep.
was my last. I got to see Dan, our beloved friend. Got to hang out with him. A nice for a convention, a nice little chunk of time, and then see him the next day, and then wave to him the next day, and yeah, so that was really cool. Because you don't realize you don't
was-
see people.
That was
Yeah,
actually the first thing I did at the convention was hug him. saw him and hugged him.
He almost knocked me over.
Walking
He
into
almost
our
jumped into my
college doors.
arms. So no, it was
Just-
he was probably the one that I was like most excited to actually see, because like I'm very much hide in the basement behind my camera, but he was someone I wanted to see in person, so that was cool.
I was
I
really excited
think-
to finally meet him.
I think that was it though. I think that pretty much we did a lot of panels. Like we sacrificed
You guys did
signatures
so many panels.
for panels.
Like,
could I have
almost the
posted
entire
better?
time you guys
but,
were
like,
in panels.
That's you didn't give me press, so that's what you get. You get just pictures of projectors on, But yeah, it was a good.
We don't ask for much. So.
Yeah. It was a very very expensive but very good very
Now,
good show.
You're done for the year, right? In terms of
Yes,
cons.
I'm done for the year. The next one will be Super Jersey in, I believe, April.
Yeah.
Do
I'm
it.
definitely doing one more, if not two more. I'm doing my local con, but I may be doing Rhode Island.
Interesting.
Maybe doing Rhode Island. The entire cast of Daredevil Born Again will be at Rhode Island.
Well, that's pretty cool. That would be a nice picture.
Yeah, that would
Like
be
you with your one of your helmets.
or Apollo print.
You just like hold it like this.
Well, it's signed, but yeah, that's the plan.
Number
We'll see what
27,
happens.
fully signed.
Yes, that's the goal. We'll see what happens. I need work to work out before I can fucking do that. So
Fair enough.
So you know that Alien panel that I was like super stoked to like go to. I was like, oh, I want to go see it. Like it's gonna be
Do
sick.
you want me to tell you about it?
Funny story.
I could tell you about it.
Okay, you tell me about it, and then we'll tell
okay.
you
you
about it.
tell us.
Okay. They played the first episode for everyone,
Mhm.
which me and Jenny would have been pissed about because it's like
Mhm.
we already saw this. We don't need to see it again. And then they didn't really tell you anything about the next season or anything really. They didn't even answer questions. And that was it.
So, from a perspective from someone who was there and watched the first episode again and almost couldn't get our luggage over it, who got this free hat, right? Who got this free hat?
Okay.
Who almost got hat signed by one of the actors because I went up to the
That's cool.
stage. Not aggressively either. I just casually was like, I wonder if they're going to do it. And they were. And I was just like, all right, if they reach to me, I'll. And was this close. Like two people were,
Mhm.
and then they like tapped them like out, and everyone just disappeared. And a woman tried to push me out of the way because I'm short, and that wasn't really fair. Anyway.
Kyle, I have a question. I
Yeah.
don't mean to cut you off, but I'm really
Mhm.
curious because we talked a lot after shows this whole week and whatnot.
Mhm.
And you mentioned often that you stormed the stage. Of how many of the panels did you storm the stage?
All but one.
Jesus Christ!
And I don't do it aggressively. And the one I didn't was Big Rig and Post Malone, and that was right before another panel. And I almost didn't get back into the room because you're supposed to get a ticket when you leave the panel room. Like staying in the room secures your spot. You don't have to stand in line. But I had to pee. So I was like, I'm just going to go pee. Dimitri's here. I'll be right back. You're supposed to get a ticket to get back in the room. There was almost a fist fight over the Post Malone. Someone called someone a bitch and someone else called someone fat. And they were about to fight. So I didn't get my ticket because they were fighting and the staff was occupied. So I almost didn't get back in by a different staff member that had to be like, hey, they were fighting. It's not my fault. You couldn't give me a ticket. Anyway,
That's good.
Alien panel.
Can we get back to this Alien panel thing?
Me and Dimitri were so angry
Mhm.
in the Alien panel. We sat through the whole episode again, which was, yes, it was cool to see on the big screen. But the first day of Comic-Con, you're watching me. I'm sorry. You're making me rewatch a show I've seen
Mhm.
just to get to, like, you took a whole hour from me from a convention I paid to get into to force
Mhm.
me to rewatch something
Mhm.
to see the actors talk for 20 minutes. Now, yes,
Yep.
was it very cool to hear them talk about the show, some behind the scenes? Yes. All the favorites were there, minus my guy from Justified. Why
Timothy
couldn't they
Olyphant.
just do that first?
Yeah.
It
just
was
not
so like
even-
it ruined the first day so badly. And then
Yeah.
the reservation didn't work, so me and Dimitri were in separate lines.
I'm happy I didn't go for just that reason. I'm upset that I scheduled around that, and then like that ended up screwing it up, so I just didn't go at all. But I'm happy that I didn't end up just going for that, because sitting there for an hour and watching something I've already watched to go back home, because that's it, that's the end of Comic-Con, I would be so upset. Like, wow, I came out an hour to New York just to watch this, to go back home for another hour.
No, I mean, listen, if they just didn't show that, or did it after, or just something.
I
I
think
mean-
it was missed opportunity. They should have had like the symbiote, not symbiote. I'm thinking the xenomorph. They should
xenomorph,
have the
right.
xenomorph come out in costume up on the stage. Cool.
Cat.
Easy practical thing to do. Something fun like that. And then like talk about the show and how excited they were. And that was it. And maybe a small teaser of what's to come. That's what I thought they were going to do. So to find that out that they didn't do that, I was like, okay. All
I
right.
scared the cat, sorry.
Good thing. All right. Well, anyways, we're gonna finish this up with rumors, and then we're gonna let you all go home. So everyone that's watching. So rumors, baby. I almost didn't do it. Sasha names the planet Salvation, a nod to the Salvation Run storyline, where Waller and Flag sent DC's major villains to a remote world that was later revealed to be under Darkseid's control, tying into Final Crisis and his anti-life scheme. James Gunn appears to be reworking this concept for a Superman saga, setting up Man of Tomorrow and the wider DCU to build toward Darkseid as the main overarching threat. Are you not entertained?
So,
Are you not entertained?
Pierre, I know you were upset about the Peacemaker finale because I got multiple text messages about it that just kept saying Peacemaker finale. So,
Yep. Everyone knows, if you follow me on this, if you follow us, I'm a big James Gunn fan. So it's not even James Gunn hate. I will never say that I like Zack Snyder. 1000% will never carry Zack Snyder's flag. So before I get any comment saying, "Oh, Zack Snyder fans, fuck Zack Snyder," but this episode was just a lot of music and a very bizarre amount of slow motion. Like, just way too much slow motion. It was music 15 minutes, slow motion probably another 20, and then small little things. And then James Gunn went on to say that, wait, you guys weren't excited about like that I gave you guys Salvation and whatever their team name is now. Checkmate, checkers, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to call them checkers. Yeah, I'm going to call them
sure
checkers.
that's something from a book from the 80s, because
It
apparently
is.
he really likes
Yeah,
the 80s.
Checkmate is a book from the 80s.
Yeah,
And 90s and 2000s.
So basically, if you look into it, Checkmate, the team becomes big. There's a lot of people on the team, so I guess it's cool because of that aspect. And then Salvation is cool too. But like, other than that, they really didn't give you much. Like, I don't know, I didn't need to see the boat scene. I know like they kept talking about this boat scene and how they hooked up on the boat, but like I really didn't need to see it for 15 minutes. And then for them not to, like, they kissed, and then they, like, she was like, I can't do this. I was like, I would honestly rather just assume that they actually like hooked up and that was it. Like, I didn't need to see exactly what went down. And then to give me the same concert just to wrap up the end, just with a different
It's
band.
a very fun song. It's very fun.
I think that should have been the band that they were seeing. That would have been good in the middle of the episode. Like, oh, cool. Like, this is, or just at the end, like, show me the boat scene at the end. Like, don't, like, I wanted to see more in that episode. And like, that was like, quote unquote, one of his favorite episodes to direct. So I'm like, this was the favorite episode. I'm like, all right, I guess. So that's all. That's my little rant. But the Darkseid thing, this planet is owned by Darkseid. So like, yeah, that's a whole thing. That could actually be like.
So I was talking to
Sick.
Phantom in the chat for a little bit here, there was a fake screenshot saying that we were getting a bonus episode tomorrow. It's fake because we can't find the real version of it, right? We can't find anything but a screenshot. Would you want a bonus episode if that's somehow
Yes.
true? Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't feel like it sets up a lot of future things, but to me, I almost didn't even want, like, I don't want Peacemaker season 3 based off of this.
Oh, really? See, my thought was
Yeah.
just it's telling you you're getting a season 3, but it's not telling you that in case they decide not to. There's no false promises, and then they could just incorporate this into other things. It's just leaving it so that they could do as they please. But I think we're getting season 3.
The second thing that you said, I think it sets it up where they can take Peacemaker the character and put him into other projects now. And I'm okay with the story. Like, I like they set up certain things to happen in the future, like Salvation. I like that, but I don't need a Peacemaker season 3 at this point. If that's how you wrap it up.
Serenity said this very well. Read what he said here.
Serenity in the chat. Episode 7 was the finale. Episode 8 was the epilogue. That's how I view it. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. But yeah, I don't need another Peacemaker season 3 now. I did, and now I kind of feel like, all right, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me more other things. Like put them in another project. That's fine. I'm cool with that. I still like the character. I still like the characters in the whole overarching thing. So, and that guy, what's his name? The lady killer. Whatever his name is.
The lady killer?
The guy with the bird eye issues.
Oh, your condiment
bird
man?
Blindness. Yeah. I don't think it's Condiment Man anymore.
Good, because I made that clip and I was like, eh.
Yeah.
Didn't you put money on it? You put money on it.
No one put money on it.
It was Condiment Man.
Okay, I put money on it. I think he is okay. That was another thing. James Gunn said that was going to be like a bigger character, but like they didn't give me anything more to make me like, ooh, like it is a bigger character. Like it didn't feel like there was no like, oh, I need season 3. Like I wasn't like, yo, like I can't wait till this comes out now. Like I don't know. That's my take. I'm sorry if it's a bad take, but that's my take. I'm going to keep it going. Rick Flag Sr. is rumored to be Clayface. That was one of the best things that I think could potentially happen in this. Like, that would be cool setup for Clayface the movie. And the last time that we saw Rick Flag Sr., he got beat up by Clayface. So, I mean, it could make sense. Also because he completely like lost himself within this episode. Like you just see him just really just dive deeper into being somewhat of a villain character. Like I don't know.
A little weird.
Yeah, very weird. I don't know. I don't like him. He had really shit character. Like he not shit character development because it was development, but just fuck him. Don't like him. Zendaya's MJ will reportedly have a new boyfriend and a smaller role in Spider-Man Brand New Day, per Jeff Schneider, which is rumored to be Robert Pattinson.
How funny would it be if we get Pattinson in a Spider-Man movie before we get the Batman 2?
That'd be great, but I don't think
That'd
that's
be
actually happening. I don't think that's happening.
That would be interesting. Moving on, Ryan Reynolds is reportedly developing a mutants team-up film for the next MCU saga after Avengers Secret Wars, per Daniel RPK.
Deadpool team up the movie would be interesting. I don't hate that idea, but also I can take it or leave it.
So I'm just gonna add in another thing here with Ryan Reynolds. Did anyone see that James Gunn supposedly kind of almost made that happen, where Deadpool was going to be in a DC movie? He wanted him to cameo. Yeah, I don't know if it was a rumor or an actual quote, but he wanted to make that happen, but it just didn't work out.
I think Disney would go nuclear if that happened.
Yeah, there was like things with contracts and stuff. Like it just, licensing, it just didn't work out. But I think the fact that the conversations are happening gives potential, for something in the future. Maybe not now, but when shit really hits the fan for one or the other, probably Marvel, DC will come in to rescue them with a crossover event. And there you go. So who knows? Final rumor says Sadie Sink will play Abyss in Spider-Man Brand New Day, the human form of the multiverse itself. How wild would that storyline be if it's true? Jeremiah's
no, thank you.
doing Jeremiah's ick face right now.
I'm good.
Who is Abyss?
A multi-dimensional figure. She was in Avengers AIM and all that. Like, nah,
Yeah.
I don't need that. That's way too complicated. That's like bringing someone to drink water and they just find Atlantis. Like, that's not. No, no.
Interesting.
It would make sense with the whole multiverse thing.
I mean, to an extent, but like the amount of calculations that normal fans would have to make, it wouldn't hit. I don't think.
Is Abyss more of a villain than a superhero, or kind of like
more of an entity? Do you think Doom as a villain?
no?
So you wouldn't think Abyss is a villain then?
Okay. All right.
So similar.
take.
Similar. What's the word I'm looking for? Simpler principles.
Gotcha. I think they could do it live action, and the only reason why I say it is because of the Into the Spider-Verse movie and what they did with that character, that villain. What's his name?
Miguel O'Hara?
No, the villain, not Miguel O'Hara.
The Spot?
Yeah, the Spot. How they like
So the Spot is super easy to explain. Abyss is not. Like the Spot opens up wormholes. Abyss itself can like transmit multiverses. So
All right. So that's
You're right. They did struggle with gore, so I can see them potentially struggling with that. So
yeah.
no. So all right. That's it. That's everything. That's all we got. You ran my pockets for literally all of our stories, everything I got. So that wraps up this episode of Panelloids, comic books and more. Thanks for spending time with us. Today we recap the biggest moments from New York Comic Con. In the future, we'll be chatting with Kenny Porter and Paulo Rivera. That's right. So stay tuned. Peace out. And if you're nice, you might get a t-shirt.